This is the Indoctrinated College Student.
Welcome back for the second edition of my Indoctrinated College Student Rant. Today I have a different topic for you. Um, it's been something that's been bothering me for a little bit, but I'm glad I get to share this with you, and I look forward to seeing your comments on the matter and your own thoughts on the matter. So today's topic comes to you courtesy of my university infrastructure. I was studying for an exam, and well, you know how that goes. I just started trying to kill some time, making it seem like I was studying between classes, and realized I needed to empty my bladder. Yes, I needed to pee. So I proceeded to go to the washroom just around the corner from where I was studying. Well, much to my surprise, when I rounded the corner and saw the two bathrooms, one was a female only bathroom. The other, you'd think at this point I'd say it was a male only bathroom. However, it was actually a mixed-use bathroom. Yes, you heard me right. One female, one mixed use. There was no male bathroom anywhere on the floor. And yes, I proceeded to do 2 laps of the floor looking for it. Now, this is the first time I have come across this situation. I was actually very confused and ended up leaving the floor to find a male-only bathroom, which I did happen to find one floor down. I've been pondering this all day. I don't quite know why I was confused and uncomfortable. I'm not a sexist, or a homophobe, or a transphobe, but I truly felt uncomfortable at this idea of not having a male-only bathroom. Maybe because it was the first time, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it was the fact that there was a female only, but no male only. I guess it just did not make sense as to why there would be one, but not the other. The question that keeps coming to mind after this is, why not two mixed-use bathrooms in that case? Or, if you're not going to do two mixed-use bathrooms, why not one male and one female? Okay. So after doing some research, I found some interesting information that I personally did not ever know. Maybe you did. So I'm going to start with the origin. So gender separated bathrooms actually came about in the late 1800s in America. Um, this was the time when women were starting to enter the workplace and have larger roles in the public sphere. At this time, a woman's place was still viewed as being at home with the family, as this is where they were protected by what men could provide for them. So the whole concept that men were still protecting women by providing for them. So regulations were made when women started entering the workspace and other public spaces more frequently because it was seen as a safety net. It was just assumed that women were or needed their own safe spaces because apparently they were not ready for the real world. Okay, and that was kind of the cultural ideal back then, or cultural or social idea. Okay, it wasn't actually about sexual organ differences, as most people would probably believe. It was actually about these social constructs of women being protected by men and needing to be segregated in order to stay safe. These days, this issue has become more prominent with the rise of the transgender community. We've seen this in many different areas, many different podcasters talk about this. It's quite the issue these days. It's sparked many discussions. Mixed-use bathrooms have become a beacon of fairness and equality, allowing transgender persons to have a safe space to urinate or do number two without the fear of becoming accosted for which bathroom they choose. There are many arguments presented for and against these. I'm going to try to highlight some of the bigger ones. I'm sorry if I missed some. If you have further thoughts, please share them in the comments. I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Like I said, I've done the best I could here. So some people claim that sexual harassment will increase with men and women using the same bathrooms. In reality, men and women now work alongside one another, eat at adjacent seats in restaurants, sit side by side on buses and airplanes, take classes together, study in libraries, and well, one second here. Libraries is kind of a far reach, but anyways, and with some exceptions, even pray together. So really the last stop on this entire journey seems to be bathrooms. In defense of keeping segregated bathrooms, though, do we actually need them? I mean, yes, women always have a longer lineup at concerts, sporting events, and bars to use the bathroom. Maybe that's unfair, but you'd probably have to talk to biology about that one. And if we go back to the transgender notion, they are a very small percentage of the population. And if we are planning these large scale infrastructure changes just for them, and by that I mean, we have to look at altering bathrooms, taking out urinals just so we have stalls, maybe changing the bathroom concept altogether to one large bathroom that anyone can use with a common washing area or something. But regardless, these infrastructures take time to implement and they take tax dollars. I mean, really, transgender people have been around for a long time, and this has never seemed to be an issue until 2016 came along. So why can't we keep doing what we were doing before? Does it go back to the concept that there'll be increased sexual harassment? I don't know, but I think it's something we have to take a good, long, deep look at. So I'd like to go back to my original question now, though. Why not two mixed-use bathrooms in that case? And recall this is about the one female only and one mixed use and no male only bathroom on the floor of this building I was studying in. So I've come up with this, maybe the most relevant answer to this whole conundrum I've been thinking through, this confusion and uncomfortableness, is the pedophile case. A large portion of citizens believe that mixed-use bathrooms increase the likelihood of child sex offenses and rape, since it could be easier for these scumbags of the world to prey on their targets. My argument to that would be, does the current system actually stop that from happening as it is? If these losers really wanted to do these heinous things so badly, are our non-locked door segregated bathrooms really much to keep them out? They could dress like the opposite sex as well and just stroll right in, or simply force their way in, since we rarely have locks on these bathrooms. So even after some research into this topic, I'm still not sure why this university has such a setup. And by this, once again, I mean the one female only and one mixed use bathroom. The concept of that and not having a male only bathroom is still confusing to me. I personally believe that both of those bathrooms should be mixed use, or it should be one female and one male. This in between, instead of having an inclusive societal effect, from my point of view, actually has the opposite of that desired effect, as is represented by my reaction of confusion and being uncomfortable toward this arrangement. To an extent, it made me feel unwelcome on that floor because I just felt like I didn't have a place to go to the bathroom. I know for the skeptics out there, I had a place, but it was still a new experience for me and something I didn't completely understand. Who knows though? This is just my opinion. Maybe it's simply a case of me forever wanting to believe that girls just don't poop, and I need that simple segregation of life and personal plumbing excrement. My life would be changed forever if I walked into a bathroom to a girl, picture this, holding onto the walls of a stall, sweating from pushing so hard, moaning, pushing this little turd out just to get that toilet bowl ringer out. You know, the one where the end, just of the turd just pokes its head out of the bowl to say hello? We've all had those. But that's probably why I was uncomfortable, let's be honest. That unconsciously bestowed upon me at birth belief that girls just don't poop.